Hey y'all, this is Moni.
And this is Kat.
AKA. And this is the Fake Ass Book Club. Wait, can we both say it or no?
Hey guys, welcome back. This is your girl Moni.
And this is Kat.
What's up, Kat?
Oh man, you see it. It's everything. Everything's up.
You look amazing.
Thank you. So do you.
I like the earrings this
I'm
week.
kind of surrounded in fabulousness, so
It
I
is
try to match.
Super cute, you guys. We are at the Media Inc. studio again this week, so enjoy yourself if you're watching. Yeah, and we have a beautiful guest, you guys. If you see, she's over there. A special guest, would you like to introduce yourself to our listeners really quick?
Hello, everybody. This is Jasmine, the actress, coming to you live and direct.
Woo, let's clap it up for
Yeah. And actually, I'm gonna move this a
Raise
little
the room.
closer.
Okay, we can bring it
I have a feeling
closer.
That'll make you sound even
Little
better.
intimate. Bring
I
it
bet,
a little
oh,
intimate.
hey, we're in the thing still.
Yeah.
Oh,
The whole, you're fine. Everything's
okay.
fine. Everything's fine.
I'm normal.
Yeah,
I'm normal.
we can tell.
Super normal.
Well, Jasmine, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank you for having
I'm
me.
so glad you're sharing your time with us today. So, Kat actually picked our topic for today,
I
which
did.
is Birds of Prey.
Yes.
This movie came out a while back, and tell the people why you picked this, because I was like, oh, okay. Random fact. She's full of them.
I am. Thank you for asking me, Moni.
Uh-huh.
I picked this because today is September 16th that we're recording, which is Batman Day. Batman
Wow.
is
Who's
like
excited?
everyone.
No.
People love Batman, okay? Like, he's a cultural icon. When I say it, everybody knows who I'm talking about.
It's true.
And what makes Batman really interesting isn't necessarily Batman, it's his villain. The rogue gallery, if you will. Everyone's really familiar with Joker.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I feel
straight
it
up.
really feel like, I mean, what's Batman without Joker?
I mean, come on now.
I mean,
Yeah,
who's really trying to
definitely.
watch that? But and also, Joker's ex-girlfriend Harley Quinn
Yeah.
is a fascinating character.
Iconic.
So I felt like, with Jasmine coming on, I was like, I feel like should be an all-girl movie, like all-girl heroes.
I like
You
it.
know, it's very physical. It was like I
Girl
said, it
power.
was like kick action, like packed.
I liked it.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
microphone.
Everyone's fine. It's good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then when she put it like that, I was like, okay, you sold me. I like it. We can do it. That'll be fun. So, yeah. In the interest of girl power, we have an all female lineup for you guys this week. So I'm excited to get into it. You guys, let's give you a little bit about the movie really quickly here. So it's open season on Harley Quinn when her explosive breakup with the Joker puts a big fat target on her back. Unprotected and on the run, Quinn faces the wrath of narcissistic crime boss Black Mask and his right-hand man and every other thug in the city. But things soon even out for Harley when she becomes unexpected allies with three deadly women, the Huntress, Black Canary, and Renee Montoya. Bam, bam, bam.
Damn.
I said, I'm crying. All right, so that's what we're getting into, you guys. But before we get into the show, we always like to dedicate our episode each week. So if you will put your hands over your hearts really quickly here, everybody. First of all, we want to thank our patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support. All of our listeners, new and old. And this week, you know what? I'm actually going to dedicate this to female empowerment and sisterhood. I do that a lot, but it means a lot to me. So, yeah, that's what I'm dedicating this week. What about you, friend?
I'm dedicating this one. It's going to be a double dedication.
Okay.
I'm dedicating it to MXP Boutique. I was there today doing a live paint, and I just love that space. It's just such a freeing, safe environment. I love painting there, and I also got these earrings there.
They're really cute.
Thank you. I was doing a yoga event there, and I saw them, and I was like, I'm shopping too much. I don't need these. But they were still
But
there
they're
today,
pretty sweet.
so I had to cop them. So
I like
thank you
them.
for that. And also going out to the Afro Styles fashion show I went to yesterday. Man, what a great experience. I almost didn't go. I'm so glad I did. It was fabulous.
You looked so cute yesterday. I looked like I was ready to clean
you.
somebody's toilet when I saw you yesterday. I was like,
So,
where are you going?
but you're attractive.
It's
She was
still, but it was giving.
Even
it
in
was,
scrubs, she
no,
was killing
it was
it.
not. First
so,
of all,
yeah, this is my dedication. You're technically not allowed to talk.
fine.
So,
rude, bossy.
so yes, those are my dedications. Jasmine, do you have any dedications?
You know what? I would like to dedicate this to my son. Yeah.
We
I have a
love the- we love
9-year-old
the
son.
kids.
My little boy. Well, he's not so little. He'll kill me if I called him little.
Sons are the best. No, they stay little.
And your heart.
Yeah, he knows that. He knows that, but he doesn't want to accept that. But it's okay. I think we
He
have
will. He will. He'll get to it.
semi
That's
agreement
beautiful.
there.
Oh, I love that. All right, guys. Well, Well, shoot. Now that we're properly dedicated, let's move into the show, you guys. So, Kat's gonna give you guys a little bit of the stats about the movie.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Pull that up. I got it on the list.
Yeah, let's give you a little
go.
something because this isn't a brand new movie. This has been out for a little bit of time.
Okay, here we go. This was released February 7th, 2020, and is now streaming on HBO Max, or Max, whatever. HBO,
I can't with the name changes. Y'all are on my nerves.
Right. They changed it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that's like changing Twitter to X.
Yeah,
It's like,
nobody's
this isn't
calling
helping.
it that.
I'm sorry. Let me stop
Anyway,
being crazy.
sorry.
Release date,
We're
February 7th, 2020, now streaming on Max. Director Kathy Yan. Kathy Yan is a Chinese-born American film director and screenwriter and producer. Her films include comedy drama film Dead Pigs and Birds of Prey, and the 8th installment of the DC Extended Universe. Yeah, she's fancy.
She is.
I
She
know.
got
I'm reading
some-
all the other stuff too. I'm
accolades.
like, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, she's out here. So, you guys, the synopsis of the show. Do you want to do that? The
Oh,
rundown
I
of it?
actually
the
don't.
story.
Oh, you know, I can do kind of
Yeah,
like
you
a brief
do.
beat by beat,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
So you said you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
So
I haven't
there's
seen
going
it.
to be spoilers, people, and Jasmine said
Know
she's
that.
okay with spoilers. If you're not okay with spoilers, maybe skip ahead a couple
Fast
minutes.
forward.
Okay. So we start off with Harley Quinn. She's kind of breaking out on her own. She just broke up with the Joker, and she wants to make her own name in crime. So she sets out on her journey, but then she ends up like linking up with this like super cute. It's kind of like the plot from Rush Hour, where you kind of linked up with like a
Yo.
super cute Asian girl that you have to protect.
Wow.
And then like, and then that's pretty much
Like,
what
this
ends up
is
happening
kinda
there. But
familiar.
then like Rosie Perez is there, and Journey Smollett.
If y'all listened last week, you know why I gave her the.
and then there's just like a lot of fashion and ass kicking.
Yeah.
Until she's finally able to make a name for herself without just being the Joker's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And there's a hyena and an egg sandwich.
That was my favorite part.
Me too.
First of
I love it. It
all-
was a perfect circle. That was good storytelling. You started off with her because I really felt that when she was.
Let's talk
when
about
she
the
lost
scene
that egg
just real
sandwich.
quick, though,
I was going to say
because
hyena and an egg. What's going
So
on?
Okay,
has
thank you.
anyone ever had a hangover and there's like just a really greasy breakfast sandwich that helps to get you together?
not just any greasy breakfast sandwich though,
It's
but the
gotta be
one
the
with that
good- it's gotta be
ciabatta
the right
bread
grease.
that was like toasted and the egg was made perfectly and it had
the
the cheese
cheese.
on it. And you ready to like take that bite and then something tragic happens to your like I feel like I would fight actually fight somebody.
It would turn me to a life of crime.
yeah.
Like,
Sure.
it-
sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, it resonated. I felt that in my heart, in my heart. Yeah. So and it looked delicious. I was like, oh my god, this
What
is good
about the Harley
cinematography.
Quinn character resonates with you?
You know what? When you made a good point when you talked about loving the villains of Batman, and when Harley Quinn came with Joker and they began to date, and they met, and that really was that sparked something to me, and that's what really
Yeah.
sparked like I really want to play this type of character. Like I want to be able to be so engulfed in a character to where it's like it brings out those like. I didn't know that she had that in her, So, but it's just that girl power that I can do it. I don't know. It's just I love her. I just love her fire that she has.
She's a style
That
icon.
matters.
too.
And then she's capable of doing what she said that she's gonna do. Like I remember the trailer when she explains of what a Harley Quinn is. And how it's a servant, and that's all it is. So she takes that, and then she capitalizes. Like I'm more than that.
Absolutely.
So, and I'm gonna show you rather than say something. So.
Man, we can always show you better than we can tell you.
Right.
though.
Absolutely.
Right.
I loved it. I think a lot of the things in this movie did revolve around like sort of emancipating yourself from. This is not male bashing, you
Boxes.
guys. But yeah,
Yeah.
right, the constraints, so like just social conformity, stuff like that, but then also too just like being attached to a man. Like her jacket before, like always said Joker's girl on it or
Yeah.
whatever, you know what I mean? And like that was like her whole image. Like she was 100% defined by that and by him. She got to run amok in the city because she knew she was protected by him.
Yeah.
But also it was like once they broke up, she didn't really know what to do with herself.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting point because I think a lot of people, a lot of women, and I mean, I'm sure men feel like this too, but I can't speak for that point. But I do feel like a lot of times we attach ourselves to what we do or who
Yeah.
we're with, and that becomes our image. That becomes who we are or how we think about ourselves. So when you have somebody like her having to reimagine herself. It was a fun journey too, and I love the narration in the movie.
I like
her
that
narration
too.
made it really very like zany.
I just like I like that she's
good.
crazy.
She's
that is
nuts.
my
She's
favorite
certifiably
part.
nuts.
Like just she would just say the wildest stuff
Yeah.
and just do whatever she felt
And not
like, which
give
is
a
so the
shit.
opposite of how I was conditioned as a little girl.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to think about constantly think about, are you making other people comfortable? Are you being appropriate? Are you going to be seen a certain way? And so she's just this avatar of just like, oh, we're not doing that.
Yep.
Don't care about that.
And not being, like you said, it's like we're not male bashing, but I also don't want to be limited by men's imaginations. Like I'm so much more than what you see.
limited. Like
Or
that
even
can
just
be.
society's, imagination too. Like you're supposed to fit in these particular boxes, or this is how you're supposed to be a lady, be this, be quiet, be, so it's just like, it gives a different visual. Like, no, you can be loud, you can be, all of these characteristics and still be woman. It doesn't belittle you in this area because you're, not this or not enough of this, but it's like, no, I'm all of this.
Thank you. And it doesn't take away from the satisfaction you feel being attached to somebody, as their mom or as their partner. You know what I mean? But it's like, there's nothing wrong with saying that, like, when I'm not in that role, I'm still myself. Like, I was that first before I was, whatever. So I wanted to ask you specifically to that theme. Do you feel like that's influenced any of your career choices as far as like the acting gigs that you go after or that you kind of audition for, whether it's modeling or whatever? Does that play a role like at all?
It definitely plays a role. I definitely like to make sure, I like to not box myself in when it comes to roles. And I've had the opportunity of, gracing different roles and being challenged, if you will, with different types of roles. Because some roles scared me, just like, a Harley Quinn role would be scary. You think of Heath Ledger, you think of, just the attachment that you have with, or if you can even relate to certain roles, it's like, you have to, embrace that or embrace that with a certain grace,
Absolutely.
So, but definitely it does play a part. But I like to be challenged, and it's almost a blessing, if you will, because I can find certain things in every role. I can find me in every role.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I feel like that's a thing that actors will say. Like, you have to be able to look at the role as, okay, what's that human aspect that I can relate to, that I can bring out in this character? So I think that is important. Do you think that, or do you get typecast? Like, do you feel like you get approached with certain roles because of your look and stuff?
You know what I mean?
Like,
but I like when
stuttering,
people who look like you play villains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, to me, that's always way more dynamic.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I haven't been typecasted.
Okay.
And I'm gonna knock on wood somewhere that never happens. But I've like I said, I've had the opportunity to embrace certain and different roles that I would have shied away from years ago. I would have, kind of cringed, or maybe I wasn't ready for. But now it's like I'm at a certain point in my life where I'm open. I'm just like, if it comes, there's a reason why it's here. Let's do this.
No, that's awesome. Because I feel like a lot of actors feel like, okay, because I have a certain look or a certain, demeanor or whatever, they end up getting pitched the same kind of character over and over again. And you see that too, like in Hollywood. Like, it's like you're the same person literally in every movie.
Oh my gosh,
and there's not a lot of range and stuff. So I think that's really great that you feel like you've had a chance to sort of explore, different aspects of that. So I want to talk to you about the improv group that you're a part of, the Man Improv. How did you get started in that?
What's Man Improv?
Like, what is it and how did you get there?
Improv, we motivate, inspire, and encourage. That's how, that's what we're about. That's what we're about. Bringing just having a creative space for different individuals from different walks of life to just embrace the stage from their area, point of view, perspective, and make it what it is, So
which is hilarious.
Yeah,
So
that's what it ends up being.
Yeah.
Like I remember my first show. I don't think I was really ready.
That's what I was telling her before you got here. I was like, so.
Say, wait a minute, you caught me.
I really wasn't expecting it to be that good. I wasn't like expecting it to be bad or anything like that. But I was, I was like, improv.
We'll
fine,
go.
whatever.
We'll see.
I wasn't expecting there to be like a DJ and like just the way.
Yeah.
I was expecting more like whose line is it anyway.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Which is fine. You know, that's fun. I love that show. But
I'm glad you said that though, because I do feel like that is the representation that we see when we think about improv. It's very white because, and the reason why I found out about you guys, I probably said this on the show, I was talking to Eric Dizzy, shout out to the Pie Father, and I was telling him, I'm like, I feel like I need improv or something. Like I need something that I can get up and embarrass myself, because I can be a little like, okay, no, everything has to be a certain way. At the same time, I'm also willing to embarrass myself, but I think I thought it would be a good thing. And he was like, oh yeah, my guy Justin does it. So I listened to the episode he had when he was on talking with him. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, they have shows and stuff. Let's go. Like, let's just go check it out. And so it was really nice to see like people of color. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you can relate, because that was my one thing. Like if I go to a group, I don't necessarily, like I wanted to see that diversity, because I didn't want to have that awkward interaction where we're doing a skit and it like comes down to like my hair or something, and now you done said something racist, and now I gotta fight you.
Right.
You know what I mean? On the improv stage, we trying to avoid those moments.
Like Michael Scott. Like when he would do stuff.
Listen, now I gotta take my ponytail off and fight you.
His
like
character,
a real
Blind Man
N-word.
McSqueezy.
Yeah, like nah, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that. So, but because I think a lot about the improv is like feeling comfortable and feeling like you're in a safe space, feeling like those people are there to make you look good. Like nobody's really trying to embarrass you. It's yes and like we're here to pull you up. We're here to, so it was dope. I really, really love Man Improv. I mean, we've said this a billion times.
Yeah, we can't
on our
say
show,
enough good things.
and we're not even being paid for this. So.
Even know, like, what to expect. So I think that's really dope.
And we've been to a few shows at this point. So that goes to show, I mean, even though I feel like the bones of it is the same, but the energy is always up, it's always good, and it's always a good time. Like, I would recommend, if you guys haven't been, you need to go. Like there's one coming up too. We'll talk about that, but there is one coming up.
It might be sold out.
Ooh, well, y'all might have
by the time this airs.
Yes, that is true.
That is
true. I'm just gonna say that.
That'll just let you know. Just be ready for the next one. Because that's the thing.
Absolutely.
If you miss one, they'll just catch the next one.
They just keep coming
It'll
around.
be fine.
Absolutely.
Because the one y'all did at Spicy Magic. The Spicy Magic at White Rabbit.
Yes.
That was like a treat. Because that was like, I don't know, like
maybe because it was in a different environment.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Energy shifts,
and that's what it was for us. We actually talked about that. It was like it was different because we got a different experience, we got a different audience, we got different game examples,
and suggestions.
Yeah. So it was like it was a breath of fresh air for us, and it also helped us, keeping us on our toes. So
How long have you been in it though? Like.
I've been in it like 2-3 years, maybe.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Because I started off as a showgoer. I remember when he started, and I had volunteered. Ended up going up to the the stage to dance. Okay. It was like one of the boogie dance, boogie down dance, competitions, and then I was on as a feature at a point in time, and then I ended up coming on just temporary, and then just became part of the show. I kept coming back, became part of the show. Got inducted into the show eventually. So I've had a unique journey because I've got to see it from the audience and from a features perspective. Got to see it from
that's really valuable.
Yeah, so it's been a really
when you're
dope
making
ride.
Content, like to know what it's like for the consumer and stuff like that, because the audience is a big part of the show.
Super, yeah.
Like that's what I wasn't expecting. Yeah. I guess I thought I was gonna be more passive.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're activating.
Don't expect to like just be in your seat. Like it's very interactive.
Yeah.
And shout out to DJ Boogie Bang. It gets very engaging.
Yeah. I mean, he gets the part. They listen. They're in there having a good time. So it's you guys got to see it if you haven't.
It's
definitely.
indescribable. Like we keep going on and on, but we try to tell y'all, but you have to go.
And now we're having themes. Like we got pajama jam theme this month, and then the Halloween's coming up. We're gonna do something for that.
I'm sure dressed up like the Creep video from TLC and those oversized silky things.
Yes, that's definitely.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to the producer. She was like, "Oh yeah, I got to comment on that one. That's cute."
I would like that too. That would be cute. Okay, all right. So I wanted to ask you too, I mean, it's such a dynamic group, and when you're talking about setting yourself apart in terms of just like Harley Quinn and stuff like that, it already had an impact, the Man Improv. Like, how do you go in as a new member and kind of make your own mark, like, on that? Something that already has an impact.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what you do. You bring your newness. Like, you know, we don't try to, you know, make you a part of a box or box you in. Like, you got to be funny. You got to be, you know, none of that. Like, I don't even think the goal is to be funny. We want you to be you. We want you to build on your individual craft, but at the same time, you know, collectively bring what you have, because, you know, it's going to be very unique regardless, because it's going to be something, you know, different that we haven't seen. So we just embrace that and then cultivate that. You know, whatever it is, we want to bring it out of you. So.
Absolutely. All right, I love that.
Is it ever scary? Because I honestly, when I thought about doing improv, I was immediately struck with fear.
Yeah. I would say,
so hard.
I would say with improv,
It's okay. I'm hilarious. It's fine.
I'm naturally in my essence goofy, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say scary nonetheless, because honestly, when I hit the stage, I feel like everything else disappears. So it's almost more of like it's like an edgy feeling, like I'm ready. Like it's more of that
energy.
Like yeah,
just
it's high energy. I'm never fearful. I've never been fearful of the stage. If anything, like that has been my
That's probably
source
why you're good
of,
at your job.
like releasing all of that, releasing fear, releasing stress. Like yeah, so.
Okay, you're gonna have to teach us how to do that after
Yeah.
the podcast.
Do you, right, how much
I
you
would like
charge
to release fear.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's
yeah.
like, there's so much of it.
Boy.
Well, we keep it going anyway. But yeah. No, but that's awesome though. And I feel like you can see that on the stage too though, because I do feel like you do stand out. And I feel like it is your energy. Like you're very high energy. So, you know, you're always watching you. It's very physical. We talked about that before
Yeah, because
too.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
very
Like, if you were to
physical.
play Harley Quinn,
We are in our
It'd be so
30s.
good.
I
Yes,
feel like
girl,
you
the
are. I'm like,
meat.
wow. Because I follow you on Instagram, so I know you do yoga.
Yes.
So I feel like that probably helps with movement. Like people don't think about how much like spatial reasoning and
Don't
what is
fall
it,
off that
space work
stage.
Yes.
and stuff like that. How important space work is for being like you can't just stand there the whole time.
Yes. You gotta keep the energy flowing, and even when the camera is not on you, or where do you think the camera's on? You're on stage. You gotta keep the energy flowing. So it
I
never
feel
stops.
like, Kat, I think you'd be good at improv because you're a quick thinker and you're naturally funny. So
In a little bitty room, like once
I feel
there's
you,
But
it's
you'll be
different.
you'll be surprised how comfortable you get with the audience, like in that type of setting, versus like having to do a monologue and 3 minutes up there and
a
spotlight is on
soliloquy.
you.
Yeah, that seems like that would be
when
intense.
we went to our first show and we were just judges and he had us stand up and introduce ourselves, I would have liked to have died.
I know. I was like, I didn't know. I swear to God, I was like, I didn't know he was gonna ask us.
Yeah, I was like, son of a bitch.
I know.
You didn't say this was part of the contract, sir. Wait,
This is rude. It was like Russell Simmons at the end of Def Jam. God bless you. Good night.
Very much so. Like trying to be like, I'm not nervous.
Yeah,
Like,
I felt.
trying
I
to
was like,
convince people like I'm a secure person. No, I'm not.
like no.
That's
I'm-
crazy. I've never experienced like stage fright or nothing.
Oh my God. That's
sounds
why
great
I was,
for you.
I know.
And it was because I was that kid, like, we were big movie watchers. I stayed with my grandmother for a while. And so we watched movies, so from Color Purple to all the, classical movies. So they were like, Jazz, act out that part and, Waiting to Excel. And then I had my fake cigarette. And
That was the best
I
part.
was doing, and it just be like snapping right
got
into
this.
character. So when I got the taste of a stage at the age of 15, this was like, okay,
This is for me.
this is a different setting. Now I can really turn up.
Okay, so this is just your gift.
Trouble, right?
It's fine. This is just your gift. I would have to learn this, and it's
Yeah.
just in you innately.
No,
so that's dope.
I believe that it can be learned because some people went to school.
It can
for
definitely.
this.
I think I could learn
some
it.
people-
It'd just be hard.
Yeah, I don't think. I think if it's something that you want to do,
She don't want to do
it'll
it.
flow.
Look at her.
It'll flow to you.
Yeah.
Everything you need to flow to you, but for
She'd be
some
great.
it just comes natural. For
That's
some,
dope.
you go to school for it.
Like I said, I would rather watch the people it comes naturally to. No one wants to watch me struggle.
No, that could be fun. I mean, I don't know.
Actually, yeah, in a Biggest Loser kind of way, I guess.
It's always fun. No, but I just was like, I think, there's something to, what I like about improv is that it forces you to kind of be in the moment. And that's what I feel like I have a hard time doing sometimes. So I'm like, you have to, because you have to be listening. You have to be paying attention. You can't be focused. I'm like, I'll be like, okay, this one thing right here, and then on to the next. So I admire that about you guys, being able to, and just be able to read the room and just pick it up where somebody maybe dropped it off, and that's the part I feel like you'd really be good at, because you did it for me all the time on this show. Like,
but
I'll be losing my train of thought. And
it's the same way I'm good at Jeopardy when I'm at home. Like if I was on Jeopardy, I'd probably just stand there the whole time, like beat a sweat. Yeah,
but it does keep you on your toes, and I think, well, I'll say for me, improv has definitely helped with my craft and all, because when you're on stage, even though that's not improv, that's live and direct, and there is no cut.
There's no redo, no edit.
We can redo. We can edit that later. No,
we can't.
You got to be able to
do it now,
right
now.
Be present. Yeah, and so that teaches me how to be present and on your toes. And
well, to bring it back to books, because my introduction to improv is really kind of maybe Saturday Night Live.
Okay,
and so whenever I've read like an autobiography of a former cast member of SNL, they've all done improv.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm noticing a pattern here. Interesting. And Tina Fey's book, Bossy Pants. I read that before going back to school. And I'm so glad I did, because the concept of yes and is very powerful. So when you're in group projects, that was very fresh on my mind, where I would hear an idea and I wasn't necessarily on board, but I'm like, I'm going to say yes and, because I don't want to shut this person down, because it is hard to make a suggestion. It is hard to put yourself out there. And there might be something I'm not seeing.
Right.
So let me just say yes and I feel like it served me really well.
Yeah.
So I would suggest reading Bossy Pants.
That is a good book. We might have to talk about it.
I would love to.
One time for the one time. Yeah. All right. So you guys, I wanted to do some Would You Rather questions with you, just to have a little fun before we go and stuff like that.
Let's have a time.
A little fun, you know what I'm saying?
Spicy.
So you guys, I wanted to ask Jasmine some Would You Rather questions, just because, I'm getting to know her, we're getting to know each other. Yes, let's go. So the theme is kind of with what we were talking about with the whole movie and everything. So let's see here. Let's see. Would you rather have a cameo in your favorite superhero movie, or star in a leading role in an indie film that became a cult classic?
Damn,
Oh,
cult
thank
classic or
I know, right?
For a change.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
superhero cult classic. Dang. I'm gonna have to go with a superhero.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
Because you can do that indie shit anytime.
I'm about to go with a superhero.
Yeah.
Make
Good
me fly
answer.
through
Right
the air.
answer.
Right answer. Yes.
That's the right answer.
Yep. You're being
Strong
graded on
agree.
this too. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, let's see. Would you rather do an improv scene with your improv group where everybody speaks in rhymes, like a rap, or perform a scene where everybody can only communicate through dance?
I think that would be comical.
It would be. Y'all can use
to
that if y'all
do
want
the dance.
to. The dance. Okay.
I would like to see that.
That would be cute. I would like
Like
that.
bees.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. That's
how bees communicate. They
just
dance.
shake a little.
Yeah,
shake
like it's
it
over
up
that
a
way.
little bit. Okay, all right. Let's see. Oh, would you rather be known for your modeling or your acting?
My acting.
Acting. Okay.
Yes.
That was easy. I like how she
Definitely
knew
my
that
acting.
one. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Would you rather perform an impromptu comedy sketch in front of a live audience, or deliver a dramatic monologue in a feature film?
Ooh. Deliver a monologue in a feature film. Yeah.
Or just an impromptu comedy sketch in front of live. Here's 100
been
people
done
now.
Yeah. Let me get that. Let me
Okay.
get that feature film.
You want that feature film, right?
$200, Alex.
Alex,
Once that
okay.
strike is over.
Around.
Oh, I know. Dang, we ain't gotta talk about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, would you rather have a movie night with the Birds of Prey cast, like the whole cast,
Okay.
or a spontaneous road trip with your improv group?
I might have to go with the spontaneous road trip with my
Oh, that's so fun. Well,
You
you
know
don't
it'll
know
be
them
fun.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely gonna be fun.
Okay.
I don't recommend traveling with strangers. That would be
Okay,
kinda
That's a
weird.
big dice roll.
Or just spending time. Yeah, you don't really know.
So it's like you do a lot of coke.
yeah. But I have a feeling that would be a thing.
Like, what are y'all? What are we doing here?
It's
Wait a
like,
minute.
and we're
Yeah,
out.
right.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Just drop me off.
Oh my gosh.
And cut. Right.
Right. Where's that little thing? Okay, let's see. What else do I have here? Would you rather have the power to rewind time or correct past mistakes, or see into the future and know what opportunities lie ahead in your career?
Rewind time or look into the future.
Career-wise, you know.
Ooh. Dang. That's a
that
good one
takes you
because
out.
dang, I can go back and ask, some.
Listen.
I feel
Or,
like in the movies where they go back in time, they have to keep going back because it keeps changing
that's
in
what
a way
I'm
they don't
saying.
predict.
So you gotta
Right?
get the point
About
there.
time.
I'm sorry, I don't
About
want to
time.
influence your decision.
But
Let me
too
shut
late.
up.
I'm going to the
Too
I'm
late.
future.
drink some more.
Going to the future.
So you're
Yeah.
Okay. So
When you
look
rewind,
guys ahead.
rewind time, you interrupt shit.
That is true.
Yeah,
It changes.
so- yeah,
Get
you gotta-
variants.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's see. I think for the last one, this is just, fashion stuff. Would you rather have a wardrobe filled with the latest fashion trends or a collection of rare vintage pieces?
Oh, give me the rare vintage piece.
That's correct.
That was
answer.
also the correct
Great.
answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't make
Nailing it.
clothes like they used to.
They
really
don't.
don't.
They don't.
The
I'm not a
quality.
big name brand person. Like, I don't take me to the thrift store and I can piece together
I don't
something.
have time for the thrift store, but I like the energy.
Really? Yeah.
You know what?
Do you know what I mean?
son-
Like, I want to be that girl. I
Can I
promise
brag
you
on-
I
It's
do.
so fun.
Can I brag on my son real quick?
Go ahead, go
He
ahead.
is an excellent thrifter and he finds amazing pieces.
I know.
Like he knows my
But
size
you
and my
have to have
taste.
it.
So
Yeah.
that it works. So just teach your kids how to do it. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's true. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's all I'm saying. I love it, but I just listen. I got to just go get these groceries and these other things I got. The thrift shop, because you can't be looking for anything in particular, and
just
you
gotta
have to have. You have to be
have time.
patient
Yeah.
too. And it's like, no, I don't have that right now. But I like that answer. Okay, well, let's
It's
talk
a
about
good thing
that
to do
was a
though
good
while
one.
you're listening to an audiobook. If you're ever
Yeah.
listening to an because that's what I do when
I don't have time for
I
it.
do my chores.
My kids are little still, kind of.
I got a lot
You
of
know what
chores, y'all.
My kids are still. Maybe once my kids are a little older, I'll have time. That would be a fun hobby at that point. Maybe I will become a thrifter.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
But it's not like I'm a thrifter, but every now and then when I'm out, especially when I'm out of town, like I love going to like Alabama and you go to them thrift stores where you like, ain't nobody know about this. And you find some of that.
Good one.
Yeah, I found me a nice jacket. I get compliments off that jacket. I found it in Mobile, Alabama.
Really?
Mobile.
Of all places,
Mobile.
right? Mobile.
You never
Did y'all know
you'll
that's where
find gems.
Mardi Gras started? Mardi Gras.
in
Yes.
Alabama.
It started.
I
It
didn't.
actually started in Mobile.
Fun facts. I
It
love
was fun fact. Yeah.
Damn.
I learned that at
That
that
was a
thrift
good thing.
store.
Listen, it was
What
a
you got?
history lesson on top of everything. Got a cute jacket and learned something. I like
They
it.
paraded from Mobile all the way to New Orleans.
That's
Damn.
wow. You
Now that's
gotta
what's up.
love the
How
party.
far is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Like my
I feel like
God.
I could do that though. When I get to partying, I got a lot of energy.
For real.
You know what I
I'm like,
believe
okay, next
it.
bar. Woo!
Right, next city.
I believe it. I know that she's got stamina because I've said this on the show also. The first Beyonce, well, no, that wasn't our first Beyonce concert, but
It
when
wasn't. It was our second
2018,
Beyonce concert.
yo, she was the only one who made it the whole time with them heels on.
Flats are for quitters.
I said, yeah, they are.
That's our for
And I'm wearing flats right now.
See, and I'm a booty. Like, give me a booty.
Oh, I got some serious ass ankles.
Like ankle strength is equivalent to right heel.
Yeah.
First
yeah.
of all,
I've been
or
wearing them since I
toe
was young,
strength,
though.
or toe strength.
Yeah,
because
my
if they're
toes are hella strong.
strangling your-
Toes, but definitely ankles. Definitely ankle
Oh
strength.
yeah, you can because we've all seen those videos. Those are fun when you see the ladies with the shaky ankles, the Bambi boys. Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah,
ain't
because
making
that's
sense.
because you got to fall a couple times.
my
Yeah.
God,
That's what I
that's
said. I've
terrible.
been wearing since I was a
I
teenager.
said absolutely not. These are coming off right now.
When I stopped wearing heels for a while, I couldn't really go.
go back.
Yeah, I couldn't go back.
Well, I was like, did you see the
and
Barbie
I
movie?
had
The ones.
the one
Yeah.
platform.
I could tell.
Wow. Like
Did you see the
Bow.
Barbie movie?
No.
That's another Margot Robbie joint. That was a joke in the
Yeah.
Barbie movie where she was like, if my feet weren't like this, I would never wear these.
Right,
Like,
because her feet fell down.
Whatever, though. It's worth it.
Oh my gosh, you looked amazing, but I
Thank
couldn't
you.
keep it up. It was just like bad
Just for
bitch
the
vibes. I
silhouette.
was like, yeah, I'm a regular bitch. Sorry, sorry guys.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
like
regular.
But
that.
we're talking
Yeah.
about Beyonce because this is what reminded me when I was rewatching it. Quite honestly, in the rewatch, I fell asleep. But when she had that, because Harley Quinn in the comic book, she had that mallet, but in the movie, she had a bat.
Yeah.
And that made me think of hot sauce from Lemonade
Oh yeah,
that Beyonce was holding.
Ooh,
And
yeah,
it's just a
yeah.
reminder that sometimes they just have to remember you're crazy. Like, that is, to me, the message from the movie and from Beyonce as well, where it's like, oh, we're crazy? Well, let's go nuts.
That's our masculine side. I mean, it's
Yes.
just, we have
Tap
that
into
ability to go from
Especially if you're playing
to
us.
100
Because
even.
I feel like the Joker Harley Quinn relationship is a perfect example of a toxic, narcissistic, emotionally
Yeah.
abusive relationship. Because Joker doesn't love Harley Quinn. He loves owning her.
Yeah.
And so,
And the idea
she
that he
loves being
can.
owned. Like I said, she has a pretty serious service kink.
Yeah.
So it's like she has to so breaking up was like a huge deal. You have to
Yeah.
basically almost cut off a limb. I love that from Rick and Morty where they had a whole
Love
thing
that.
where getting away from an abusive partner is almost like cutting off your arm.
Yeah.
Or hand or something. Like it feels like that in your mind.
That's
And
wild.
then once you do it, it was like, oh yeah, I was living before this person.
Yeah.
That
Now I'm
part.
living afterwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I also did like that in the movie they had she was a psychologist or psychiatrist. Like
Yeah,
she
at
was
Arkham.
college. Yeah, like she was
Yeah.
college
I
educated.
love her story.
Yeah, like it was, and I like that because it's easy to look at her and write her off and be like, okay, she's crazy, but she would be dropping gems about mental health and stuff,
The
like analyzing people and
psychologist
stuff.
gets psyched.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Well, it's
She
like
fell in
people
love with
who
a
join
patient.
cults.
Yeah.
It's like because you think oh, you'd have to be crazy to do this, and it's like no, this is just a part of what can happen.
And it's so
easy.
easy to do.
It
you fall
is.
in love with your
Okay,
misery.
it's about to
All right,
break.
let's
It's a break, guys. We gotta take a quick break. Welcome back, guys, from the break. Oh my gosh, we're having so much fun right now.
Tons of fun.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So, I think we should just rate the movie. I know Jasmine didn't see it, but let's talk about what were your thoughts about it overall?
Okay, so I'm interested to know what your favorite part is.
It was the sandwich, girl.
Sandwich
Don't play
part,
with me. I
yeah.
already-
Just the completion of that. I mean, food for us all the time.
It was. Listen, I want that sandwich. Whoever whoever
Right.
that
They
man
did a
was in that
great job
bodega in New York.
describing it, showing
Please,
it.
it was.
This action
oh my
movie, and
God.
we're talking about
A sandwich. And it had cheese on it. I don't know if I told y'all that had cheese on it.
For real.
Yeah.
To me, in the
Cheese,
fashion, I will
It's
say
everything.
whoever styled this movie, I didn't look it up. Maybe we will later. Who knows? I love the fashion, hair, everything.
It was
for
cute.
all the characters was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 hyenas.
Okay, I like that.
If you watch the movie, you'll get it.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm rating the book, not the book, the movie, I'm gonna give it. Oh, I'm gonna give it egg sandwiches 5. It's
That's
a 5 for
smarter.
me.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, and I do think one criticism could be it was, there was a lot of there was a lot of foul language. I like cussing, so it's fine for me. But if you don't like that, that could be off-putting. And it was violent, but and it had some sex. It had some weird sex stuff. Not weird sex, but the girl who the black mask guy made her strip down on top of the table. It was just some weird. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember?
I
that
don't
part?
remember that part, but because Harley Quinn and Joker have a weird kind of, there's some.
Right.
I mean, I'm saying for people who are
Yeah,
not
they
for
got
me.
some weird-
Not
It's
for
not
me.
healthy. I'm not
Yeah,
expecting that.
so
I'm
just-
not expecting sexual
Not
healthy,
subtype.
healthy
So for
sexual
those of
boundaries
you who
from
are
these characters.
coming in and watching this and have not seen it, be prepared for that.
Yeah, they're
That's
sick.
all I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah, Harley Quinn's a sick bitch.
It's pushing the limit.
All
so
around.
Yeah.
but we're into
But
it.
it's fun.
So, yeah.
But she
was
makes it
good.
fun.
She did. She made it real fun. So
Actually, I'm curious to know, what's your favorite Batman movie? Because it's Batman Day still.
oh
Man,
god,
my favorite Batman movie, it's gotta be Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's
gotta be
safe.
Dark
Yeah,
Knight.
that's a fabulous.
Gotta be
Batman.
Dark Knight. I mean, you get to know Joker in a different perspective. So he kind of flipped everything. He was like, okay, made you think. You know, so
Damn,
I have to
this
say
is
Dark
getting
Knight.
serious. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Nolan. He
Yeah.
killed that.
He did.
What about you?
Oh, my favorite by far, not even close, Lego Batman movie.
Oh,
Rewatched it today. It's amazing. It hits
I've never seen
every
it.
single time. I can't recommend it enough. Like seriously, I
Really?
think you would unironically enjoy it.
I wonder if my kids haven't seen it, that'll be the next thing I suggest. So they always like when I suggest
I
stuff.
love
I'm
what
like,
my
oh.
daughter loves watching.
Really?
Yes, we watch it together like regularly.
Really?
Like
Okay.
it's like one of
All
our
right, all
faves.
right,
It's
all
a
right.
fantastic film.
Yeah.
And it's true to Batman to me because Batman is silly a little bit. Like Chris Nolan did a good job making it serious in
Yeah.
The Dark Knight, but quite honestly, Batman's 80 years old. It's a comic book character.
Yeah,
Like, do you
he
think
was.
about the
Yeah.
the TV series? It was very kitsch. Like this is a guy who dresses up in a costume and beats up mentally ill people.
He was a rich guy.
Like,
he
it-
had the means.
Oh, when you
Yeah.
say it
and
like
produced-
that.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
That's what it is, though.
Oh. I did. Okay.
There was
Yeah,
an argument
'cause
if
he
he
could-
was really a superhero or not.
Right, because he could
is
use
it
all that
really-
money to help these people
Right.
and not make them poor so that they're in a
Or
life of crime.
is this just a hobby for you, bro? Because you have nothing to do.
Yeah.
That's probably
And you
That
have the
was
privilege because you have money and Alfred because you had
Right.
somebody who still cared about you. But like all these other people, they went crazy because they didn't have resources or
I wonder
someone
if
who
he
cared
got
about them.
SSI.
Who said
Alfred.
what?
I wonder if he
Oh.
got Social Security.
No,
he
he's
ain't get no.
my
he
theory
probably
is
died poor.
Alfred is
That's
an,
messed up.
He's an illegal
He
immigrant.
was old.
Because
He
but I think
was.
he's an illegal immigrant. I think that's why he worked for the Waynes and then go nowhere else. Because he was
Wow.
British, right?
He was okay.
I don't
so
think he was here legally. I'm gonna say that.
Really?
He didn't
That's
get no
my
insurance.
pet
He didn't
theory.
get no retirement.
There's
plan, nothing.
I have
no pension.
nothing to back this up.
That's
nothing
bad.
to back it up.
Well, we're creating
Right.
stories. We're artists.
Yeah, we're creating
so-
stories. So what's your favorite Batman movie?
I don't know. I just remember the one that had the Joker that was Danny DeVito. He looked gross.
That wasn't. You're so
Is that
wrong,
not
and I love
Batman?
you so hard.
Wait,
no, you're
what is it?
Batman. Danny DeVito is the Penguin.
That's what did I say?
You said the Joker.
Did I say Joker? I didn't mean to say that. I
There
meant
was Jim
the
Carrey.
Penguin.
There was
He was the Riddler.
he was the
When he was the
Riddler.
Penguin,
Right.
I
But
just
the
remember that he
Penguin
was
one-
gross. I just remember that
Danny
was the one
DeVito
that
was
stuck
gross.
out. He
I feel
looked
like
so
that was when
ugly
Jack
and gross.
Nicholson was the Joker.
I
Jack
like that
Nicholson,
one. I
yeah.
like that
He's like,
one.
you want to get nuts?
That's the one
Let's
I
get
like.
nuts.
That's the one I
Yeah.
remember. I
That's
think
a
probably because I
classic.
saw it when
Yeah,
I
those
was
were
younger.
really kitsch though.
Yeah.
I like those.
Though that one was my favorite with the Penguin, not the Joker, Danny DeVito. He looked gross.
He did. He
But I
was
think
very
that- yeah, he was
disconcerting.
Yeah,
and
he
also
was
shout out to the Batman animated series. That got that was worth getting through the school day to come home to.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And the Harley Quinn animated series. Have you watched that on Max?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I
It
love
is
Harley
so.
Quinn, yeah.
That is so good. It's
That
so,
is
the
good.
way it starts is amazing. She's just killing a boat of like rich white men. It's so cathartic.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she
When
like
she dated,
yeah, and she starts dating Poison Ivy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they start fucking
Yeah,
for a
it
while,
got really-
and then they start dating
And
eventually.
yeah, it went.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because they were like,
I said, oh,
It's a
okay.
cartoon?
Was this in a
yes, it's an adult cartoon on HBO Max,
Yeah.
Oh.
but very entertaining.
Okay. Okay.
There's like talking plants, and
Okay.
it's very fun.
Okay.
And talking
Yeah.
shark.
Yeah, yeah.
Wowza.
It's great. I can't
Okay,
recommend
I'm
it
with
enough.
it.
But before that, you can watch Lego Batman in like 90 minutes. The Harley Quinn series, that's several hours of your life.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe when I've got, maybe I'm not gonna watch
It's
it.
good in the background.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. But so
I love you so much.
yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Not because anything's wrong with it, but I just know I'm not.
I mean, for real though,
Yeah.
it's the realness on this fake ass book
yeah,
club
it's like,
right
I'm
now.
just I ain't gonna pull it up. But you guys, I feel like we need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
With Jasmine, thank you so much.
Oh, we gotta spin the wheel.
for your time. Oh yeah. So
Spin the
go
wheel,
back.
we
Yeah,
gotta
let's spin a
We
wheel.
gotta spin the wheel. Okay, so for next week, you guys, let's spin the wheel really quickly so we know what we're talking about. Spin it. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you guys, we're gonna be looking at the other black girl by Zakiya Dahlia Harris. There's a book and I think it's on Hulu.
Yes.
So I don't know which one
A
I'm gonna do. It
series.
depends on how my life goes. This is a big ass book club. So I'm gonna try to read the book, but maybe watch the series and we're gonna talk about it.
I love it. I love
gonna be
comparing
great.
a book and a series. It's like, actually, in the book.
Yeah. Wear your glasses.
I
next
love
week.
it. I am.
You can have to wear them so you can let them know
Yes. I'm going to be
just how big of a
obnoxious.
nerd you are. I love it. This will be great. Okay. So with that, you guys, let's wrap this up. Miss Jasmine, the actress.
Thank you so much for being generous with your
So
time.
much
Thank
fun.
you for having me.
Yes, this
It's been
felt
a
like
real pleasure.
girls'
It went
night.
so fast.
It did. It was super nice. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to shout yourself out, introduce yourself once more, let people know where they can find you, and if you have anything coming up you want to share with with our audience.
Yeah, so once again, thank you for having me. You can find me on Instagram at Jasmine _the.actress or Facebook Jasmine Elizabeth. Thank you for having me. We have Man Improv show coming up September 30th.
Moni's birthday.
Yes. Oh, okay. I hope you're there. I'll give you a shout out.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah,
Try to keep
there.
us
We'll be
from
there.
being there.
We'll be there.
Try to stop us.
Man coming up. Check out Her Lies, His Secrets, DeMarco Plays, coming to a city near you, coming up this year and next year. So, be on the lookout for that.
Love it.
I'm an award-winning actress, too, so I'm be in L.A.
Oh, my God.
Yes, so
about
I'm
it.
nominated. Yes. I'll be in LA next month. I'm nominated for the HAPA Award. I was nominated for the Best Monologue for the Her Lies His Secret stage play.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's really say a real applause back. That's
beautiful.
fantastic.
So that's
Man,
coming up.
That's awesome. Congratulations on being good at your job.
Thank you.
I love that about
Thank
people.
you.
That's one of my faves. That's what's up.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Yeah. So you guys, this has been a really fun episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna get on out of here. Kat, do you have anything you want?
I
to
do.
tell
I have a
people
lot of
before we
things.
go?
I don't have a lot of things.
Yeah, you
One
do.
thing
I
to
can see your
say.
hands moving
Church
a lot, so that means you've got stuff to say. That means
Your body belongs to you.
it's
Have
true.
some fun with it.
That is so true.
I love that. Cool.
Yeah,
know,
that
that's
is
right.
a good one. We were
I
making
mean it.
T-shirts, guys. At one point,
I
we'll
said
be able
it
to
and I
get you
mean
one.
it.
Yeah, and cult leader of confidence. That's the other
Cult
one.
leader confidence.
Yeah,
That's
gotta
all
get
it
like
takes.
That is true.
DLC. Yeah.
That's how we're here right now. Because what is all this? You know what I mean? Like we're just two ladies. So you guys, check us out next week. We'll be back for another fun episode of Fake Ass Book Club. See you soon. Peace.
Before we go, we must give thanks to Urban Nerd for providing our music, and legal services were handled by Trezanae M. Atkins. If you like what you heard, please feel free to join us every Wednesday for another Fake Ass Book Club. Cheers.
Thank you guys for listening. You can check us out at thefabpodcast.com. Please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast wherever you're listening right now. We want to hear from you. Come put it in our life. Thanks again, and until next time, peace, love, and the Fake Ass Book Club.